Hi, horror film recap here. Today, I'm going to explain an American sci-fi coming-of-age film called Spontaneous. Watch out and take care. Senior Mara Carlisle attends her pre-calculus class. Something explodes as she picks up her pencil, splattering blood all over the room. Classmate Caitlin has exploded. Her seat is covered with blood and remains. While the rest of her classmates run away, Mara stares at what used to be Caitlin's seat. Mara catches up with her best friend Tess McNulty. Mara tells Tess that Caitlin exploded. Tess points out Mara's blood-soaked shoes. Investigators arrive. Mara and her classmates are taken to the police station. They are questioned about the incident and asked if they observed anything unusual before it happened. While they shower and change into sweatsuits, the students' clothing is taken away. They sit in silence in a room until Mara snickers. The rest of the students look at her as the others talk about what happened. Several theories are mentioned, and Mara warns them that it might happen again. The kids are released by the police so that they could be reunited with their families. Mara's parents meet her at the station and embrace her. She receives a text message from an unknown number. It reads, "Hey, just wanted to express that I'd had a crush on you for 2 years." She replies back. The school holds a memorial for Caitlin. Neighbors and friends gather to say their final goodbyes. Caitlin's father removes a sticker from the family car. Mara seeks relief from the Dalton twins. Tess is strongly against the idea and tries all she can to stop Mara, but she is unsuccessful. The twins suggest a drug, which Mara purchases. Mara pours her purchase into a cup in a nearby diner, with Tess joining her just in case something goes wrong. They talk about their life and how they've been best friends since elementary school and have been inseparable since then. Mara drinks from the cup as they toast to Caitlin and starts to feel phased. Dylan Hovmeyer approaches their table. Mara and Tess think about whether he should sit with them. Dylan takes a seat and the three of them discuss the funeral. Mara asks Dylan directly why he had come over. She recognizes him as the anonymous number with which she has been exchanging texts, and he confesses to having a crush on her. Mara is taken by surprise. Dylan tells her that the incident reminded him that life is too short and he wants to enjoy it while he can before it occurs again. Mara is feeling sick as a result of what she drank. She allows Dylan to follow her to the restroom. Mara looks at Dylan after getting the drug out of her system. She laughs at first, but he remains with her the entire time. Dylan invites her to homecoming, and Mara contemplates why she should refuse, but is too intoxicated to make a decision. Students dress up as characters for Halloween. Mara and Dylan meet, and she makes him tell her the story of how he fell in love with her. Dylan tells her that he has been in love with her since the first time he met her. He had only recently dared to approach her after 2 years. During the football game, Mara tells Dylan that she likes him. A football player explodes. Seeing a bloody field, everyone at the game hurries to the exit. Dylan and Mara hug. The phrase Covington curse spreads around the town. A memorial service is held for the football player. Mara returns home to learn from her parents that school has been cancelled. The entire town is in confusion since the cause of the incidents is unknown. Mara waits outside her house for Dylan, who arrives in a rundown ice cream truck he bought with his savings. They drive to a party held by one of their classmates. They go outside and have their first kiss. People start shouting and fleeing the house. Mara and Dylan enter the house and see blood in the living room as another student has blown up. Mara and Tess are called by Agent Carla Rossetti, who asks them about the explosions. She thinks that all of the explosions may be the work of a single person and may include the use of illegal substances. Mara informs the Dalton twins that Agent Rossetti thinks that the explosions were caused by illegal drugs. Mara buys all of their products to test Agent Rossetti's theory. The twins and Mara drive to the drug stash. Joe blows up while driving. Jenna attempts to take control of the steering wheel. Jenna explodes and Mara blacks out as the car crashes. Dylan arrives at the crash scene. He notices a bloody handprint on a rock and he follows it to the nearby river. Dylan finds Mara cleaning herself off. Men in hazmat suits appear and take them away to be quarantined in a medical facility. Dr. Rolanda promises Mara that she will help her as she regains consciousness. She tries to get up but realizes she is hooked to N4. Mara sees Dylan and they reach for one another. Dylan tells Mara that the doctors are actually testing them and also that the entire class is being kept in the same facility. Dylan asks Mara if she wants to be his girlfriend. She replies yes. Dr. Rolanda examines and meets with the students one-on-one. They are confined but are provided comfort. They are even given a common room as well as time for leisure activities. They consider breaking out, but Harper claims that he is having a great time and is sure that they are safer where they are. The group is shown a presentation regarding a potential solution to what has been happening. Mara criticizes their methods and is skeptical of their intentions. Harper supports Mara. The students cheer and Harper explodes. The children remain within the facility while their families remain outside. Another student explodes while sleeping in the middle of the night. The students continue to be examined, treated, and interviewed. Students continue to explode as the treatments prove unsuccessful. A possible cure is developed and the children are released. Mara sees that the streets are calm. She questions her parents about the lack of Christmas festivities. They reply that the residents are not in the mood to celebrate because of the recent incidents. Mara's parents surprise her with a Christmas tree. Dylan comes over on Christmas Day and they share an intimate moment together. The students return to class and their instructor assures them that they are safe. Cole is dressed in protective gear. Agent Rossetti sets up a temporary office in the school to keep an eye on them. Mara surprises Dylan on his birthday and they dance under lights in a barn. Dr. Rolanda notifies the students that the drug known as the snooze button will be available for purchase over the counter. This snooze button, she says, is only a treatment rather than a cure. She asks for a volunteer to illustrate how the drug works. Steve volunteers. He goes to the front of the room and explodes. More students explode. Students rush outside and more students explode, blood splattering everywhere. Mara and Dylan run together. Cole grabs Mara and explodes. Mara finds her way out of the school. Dylan comes to her side and they rejoice in the fact they were able to make it out together. Dylan explodes. Mara walks home, covered in blood. Mara remains in her home. She does not attend Dylan's burial and instead spends time mixing drinks and watching Dylan's old videos. Mara asks Tess to ditch school and drink with her, but Tess refuses. Tess leaves her and Mara goes to the store alone to purchase more alcohol. Agent Rossetti tries to help her, but Mara smashes the agent's car with a bottle. Mara sits on a swing in an empty playground, drinking a bottle of liquor. Tess sits beside her and they reconnect. Tess tells Mara that she is leaving to start a new life. Mara proceeds to finish the bottle of liquor. Mara attends the prom and graduation ceremony. She takes the stage and says that the explosions were her fault. She claims to be the cause of the incident, but everyone ignores her as she is visibly drunk. Another student says that it is her fault, and the rest of the students do the same. Mara wanders the streets and visits Dylan's grave. She cries on the ground. Dylan's mother joins her, and they both lay down, recalling memories of Dylan. Mara's mother and father wait for her in the living room. Mara apologizes for her actions, and they accept. High school is over. Mara takes a look at her room. Her parents hug her goodbye and she drives away in Dylan's ice cream truck, reflecting on the students that lost their lives and her future that lies ahead.